And thank you for watching the news at 10. I'm Pepper Baker.
And I'm Ruben Diaz. We have a lot to get to. Let's get to the biggest race of the night for many people. We're talking about the Shelby County mayoral race. You can take a look at your screen, and this is what we have so far, Pepper.
Yes, Mel Lowry is taking the victory for the Democratic primary here for Shelby County mayor, with J.B. Smiley coming in at second and then a close third. Following behind him is Marie Fagans.
Yeah, there's also a Republican side to this primary as well. We can see the rest of these Democratic candidates getting very minimal votes in comparison to the overall winner. Let's take a look at the Shelby County Sheriff, Sheriff's race as well. Anthony Buckner with a commanding lead in that one as well. He's projected to be the winner with 60% of the vote.
That's right. And so now we're going to go live to our Ezekiel Telemaco, who has been following the mayoral race. Let's check in with him. Ezekiel.
That's right, Pepper. Mel Lowry is taking a victory lap right now. And I just want to ask you more specifically, what is tonight like, seeing how many people coming out to support you? How are you feeling in the moment right now?
Extremely grateful, giving all honor to God because we've worked so hard for this moment, and thankful to all the folks in Shelby County that showed up to vote, but also thankful to the people who offered themselves up for office tonight. It's tough on their families, so I want to say thank you for those who wanted to put themselves forward, but we look forward to taking the conversation going on to August to represent the Democratic Party to be the next Shelby County mayor.
Absolutely, and if you're elected as mayor, what type of mayor would Shelby County be getting? I want you to explain to the people who didn't vote for you what type of guy you are, what type of policies are you going to bring to the table here?
Well, they're going to get a mayor that's a mayor for everyone, no matter if you voted for me or not. No matter if you're a Democrat or Republican, you're going to get a mayor that's a mayor for everyone. Because what we all want is a world-class educational system. What we all want is a community that we can feel safe. What we all want is opportunity and economic development that's meaningful in Shelby County and show that all of our communities matter. So that's what you're going to get from a Lowry administration that works day to day to make sure that everyone has a voice and that we realize this one Shelby that we've already talked about.
Absolutely, and then obviously when it comes to what has taken place over this past year, you got the Memphis Safe Task Force, and now with the House Bill 714 with the state intervention. What are your takes on both of those things when it comes to the task force being here, you know, obviously being a part of the commission and seeing that take place, and then obviously when it comes to the MSCS state intervention, looking like it's on the way, obviously still waiting for that signature from Governor Bill Lee?
Well, I'm a firm believer that Shelby Countyans should be governing Shelby Countyans. I'm a firm believer that Shelby Countyans should be policing and keeping Shelby Countyans safe. So I'm going to continue to speak up out against that as well. We don't need state intervention when it comes to our schools. What we need is collaboration when it comes to our schools. What we need is additional funding when it comes to our schools. What we need is universal pre-K for every child in Shelby County. What we need is more mental health resources. So I'll continue to speak out against that, but I'll also continue to make sure I'm making the case to legislators and the governor and whoever will listen to make sure they understand why Shelby County matters, why it not only matters to Shelby County, but the entire state and how we go forward. So I'll continue to take that fight to the state, but also making sure that I'm making sure they understand why we're important. We can't have the second largest municipality in our state continue to have a population decline. That's bad for the entire state of Tennessee. So yes, we have our challenges, but I'm excited about the future ahead.
Absolutely. We're going to continue to report on all of the developments when it comes to your campaign, and if you are indeed the next Shelby County mayor. Reporting live in Memphis, I'm Ezekiel Telemaco, ABC 24 News.
All right, you saw Mel Lowry there, very excited, obviously, about winning the Democratic primary. All right, now let's turn to another important race, Shelby County Sheriff's race, and let's take a look at some of these results. We mentioned him a moment ago. Let's dig a little deeper now, Pepper.
Yes, so Anthony Buckner, the projected winner on the Democratic side. He's already the chief deputy of the Sheriff's Department, now the second man in charge to Sheriff Floyd Bonner. This one was not very surprising to anybody following this race, just given how much support Anthony Buckner garnered throughout the campaign and his endorsements. On the Republican side, this was the only contested race for Republicans. You had Brad Less and then Marco Izagiri, and Brad Less is taking the lead on this one with 61% of the vote. We do have our Shekinah Davis joining us live from Anthony Buckner's watch party headquarters, and hopefully you're hearing from him as well. Shekinah.
Yes, Pepper, I'm here at Sheriff Anthony Buckner's watch party right now where, as you can see, so many people have already come out. I'm joined by Anthony Buckner right now. How do you feel about this race? How has it been for you, and then today's results?
Well, I'm incredibly excited about the results tonight. I'm incredibly excited for all of my volunteers who have worked so hard over the last year and a half to get the message out about the future of the Sheriff's Office and the future of Shelby County. So tonight we celebrate, but tomorrow we get back to work making sure that we are knocking on doors and that we're trying to spread the word about what we hope and plan to do for the next 4 years with the Shelby County Sheriff's Office.
And of course, there has been some challenges, especially with 201 Popular. How are you looking to address that now, stepping into this new role?
Yeah, so the first thing is making sure that we build a team that's focused on providing the best services that we possibly can. I'm also ready and willing to work with the next county commission and the next mayor to make sure that they fully understand what our needs are when it comes to 201 Popular. We know that there have been a lot of infrastructure challenges, and there's talks in the news or in the media in our community about building a new jail and where should it be and how big and how much it's going to cost and how we're going to find the funding for it. But until we get through all those conversations, we still have issues today. And I think making sure that the next county commission understand what those issues are and how they can support us is going to be incredibly helpful. But then also the population. We know that when the population inside of 201 Popular in particular increases. I think last year, the latter part of last year, we saw population somewhere around 3,100. That's just an incredibly high number. And so as the sheriff, I got to make sure that I'm working every day to manage that population, because when we have a lower population, we tend to have a safer environment, not only for the residents of 201 Popular, but then also the staff. But reducing the population, we have to be safe in doing so. We can't recklessly reduce the population, so we're going to be working hard to do that. But then also the medical services, that's going to be huge for my administration, making sure that we have the right vendors that's providing the right services, because we know mental health and substance abuse issues are huge in our community, and those issues find their way inside of the jail. And so making sure that we have vendors that understand those challenges and making sure that we're working collaboratively to address those issues is going to be huge. And so over the next 4 years, it's going to be quite interesting. Obviously, we still got a couple more months of this campaign to run to get to that, but we are already building this plan. I'm already building my transition team. We have a lot to discuss over the next few months.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations again for this race and how it just brought you this far. Thank you all as well. We're here again live at the watch party here with Sheriff Anthony Buckner. Back to you.